The new free update offers a new mission for you to play. What makes this update special is the return of Michael Ironside to voice Sam Fisher.
I'm the guy they can disavow and leave for dead. And I'm the guy who solves their problems with swift action. I've followed my target to Bolivia. He plans on selling Langley's secrets to the Santa Blanca drug cartel.
Ironside has voiced Fisher for many games, and I feel like there was some of Fisher's identity that was lost in Splinter Cell Blacklist because it was voiced by another guy. It was revealed that Ironside was battling cancer at this time, which is why he didn't return to the role. I'm very happy to hear that he is doing really well, and I'm overly joyed to hear him voice Sam Fisher again, because he is that character. The mission involves the Ghost assisting Sam on one of his ops. The mission is split into 3 parts. You have your infiltration of the base, defending your position, and then getting back to the safe house. The basic concept is a decent setup for a fun mission. The problem is the execution. While you're trying to infiltrate the base, you can't kill anyone or be seen, and this is extremely annoying as the game isn't really built for these restrictive objectives. What makes this a little bit stupid is that once you reach Sam, you'll have to defend the position against a bunch of enemies, and these are the same enemies that you just snuck past. So if the mission was going to have you fight them anyway, why not just let the Ghost silently take everyone out? Sam knows that he's going to need someone to defend his back. It's not like that's a surprise. So since Sam is expecting backup to come in, he would be like, oh, don't get caught, but take out as many guys as you can before you reach me. Instead, oh, don't kill anyone and don't get caught. Oh, and once you reach me, yeah, we're gonna have to fend off against waves of enemies.
Now, I can hack this. But the problem is, as soon as I open that door, we're gonna have a whole lot of undesirables come looking for tangos. I need you up top pulling security. Look, the problem is this is gonna take some time. And I gotta hack the server, download the Langley files, and then bleach the hard drive. Okay. Unit that shows up, you turn on the lead faucet.
Now within the defending part, it's a little bit funny here because essentially you don't really need to guard him as much as the game tells you that you need to defend him. If you're playing in co-op, as long as you're within the mission area, you're okay, as long as one of you are. The other person can be way out of range. So the way I did it is I was within the mission area and my buddy was way outside of it, just waiting for this section to end. And I got downed in between the fight and we didn't want to restart this section over again. The funny thing is most of the enemies, they're not even gonna go after Sam, they only go after you and they completely ignore him. He's hacking away on his computer and they just don't care. After you finally finish the hacking phase, then you have to take Sam back to the safe house. This is probably the most enjoyable section of the game, is that once you reach the safe house, then you get treated to a couple nice cutscenes, which is essentially just Michael Ironside talking to you. You get a nice little reference to Metal Gear Solid, and overall, you get some nice goggles at the end of this.
Linda, how you doing? You're looking good, real good.
It's Karen today. You look like you've clocked some miles since we last spoke.
Yeah, a few. I've heard they don't make them like me anymore. There was this other guy, though. Army infiltration. He wore a bandana or something.
I heard he finally retired.
Really?
Yep.
It's only me.
So after you complete the mission, what's nice here is that you're rewarded with Sam Fisher's night vision goggles. And there were already night vision goggles in the game prior, but now they're a different tint. So you have a different color when you flick his on when you have his equipped, and what's nice is it's the same color that's represented from the first Splinter Cell game. I like the little touches there with that. There definitely is fun to be had within this co-op mission, but there also is a lot of frustration with it because it takes on more of a restrictive nature, which is something that Wildlands doesn't do well with. I always felt that Wildlands excels when you're in the open world and you're allowed to do whatever you want. But once they start putting up those fences and you can't do certain things where they say, don't get caught, don't kill anyone, don't do this, don't do that, that sort of ruins the experience and really kills the open world flair of this game, because part of what makes Wildlands great is when it lets you do anything, you can really do anything. One other thing to note too is that if you get caught during the infiltration stage, or get killed at any point during the mission, you have to restart the whole thing over again. There's no mid-mission checkpoint. After having said all of that, the update is free and you do get some really cool night vision goggles, so I would say definitely play it, put it on easy, play with a friend, get through it, enjoy Michael Ironside, and hopefully we get a true Splinter Cell sequel announced at E3 this year. That's what I hope they're teasing with this. So overall, you get a frustrating mission with a pretty cool reward and some fun to be had with Michael Ironside. So I would say that's kind of a mixed bag, but Michael Ironside is factored in there, so it's a pretty good bag in and of itself. So those are my quick thoughts on the update. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, check out some of my other videos. If you'd like to help support the channel, check out my Patreon page at the end of this video and in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.